Hi guys. So I'm gonna go through what where I am right now with my pieces and the story that is telling me right now. So I'm working on four at the same time. I usually do. So let's get into the screen. So as you see, I am I'm looking at the top right corner. This is the ending of chapter two, and it's getting a little crazy. So I just released Um, two of them today. One was this one right here, next to this ugly one. So let's turn these off. So I just finished this one today. Revealed it, so I finished it pretty much past a day or two. And then this one right here at the very end, where it's getting really crazy. All the virus pandemic that's happening is literally right here. So it is a mess. But coming out of it, we're going to have a lot of questions. This has to do with leadership moving forward and looking towards our female leaders. And and then these are the ones I'm working on right now. So if you turn these on, uh, I'm working on these. So all four at the same time. So these I'm about to work on simultaneously, side by side. I usually don't, but I'm running out of a room in the first chapter, and I've been working on this other one for a while, so I'm able to kind of grow off of it right now. So that's what it's going to come into my drawing program as, and then so is this one. What I wanted to point out is, so this one I've just finished is Cascade. It's basically, we've got a few roads to choose while the cascading effects of the pandemic are in front of us. So we're basically moving into a time of, if we're using our wisdom that we gained over these past few months, or are we going to go back to normal? So the problem that I'm seeing in this is, the eggs are cracking, which is okay. It just means new ideas are being formed. Anytime you crack an egg, you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, something like that. So that's what you'll see eggs all throughout the journey, and it started years and years ago with way down here with these eggs right here. I mean, we're talking years and years ago. 2000, I believe, 2013. No, 2014. No, 2013. That was probably done. So no, 2014. So anyway, um, where we are now is these eggs are being cracked, but I'm seeing these little guys coming out, and the issue with that is the ideas. I don't know if they're morphing into um, or these ideas are the ones that are continuing, and they're festering us, and these are the ones that could lead to our downfall. I'm not sure, but it's kind of it's scary seeing these new creatures coming out of the ideas. So it could be a really good thing. We're gonna have to see way into chapter three, where that's going to reveal these, I'm sure. But what's crazy down on this end is we've got they're still holding on to these vines, as you can see. I can turn on this right here. Bam. So I'll be working on these. I won't take these into my drawing program until my Procreate, where I draw these by hand. I won't take those into there for a while, and I've got them. They're a lot of times when I bring it in, they're not this well done. Let's see. Oop. Uh, and so there's a lot. I've been working on this guy just today using my mouse in Photoshop, and I don't like using the mouse. I use a pen, Apple Pencil, and my iPad with Procreate. So that's how I make these. I'll take them in one by one after I cut them out, and then work on them. So anyway, I've got I've got some work to do on these, but like I said, I just came out today while I was cleaning this up to bring it into Procreate and start drawing. These little guys came out, so something to look for. And then on these, some good news. They're still holding on to the vines, but with the pandemic and exponential growth leading us into chapter 3, there's a lot to be a little concerned about, but we'll see how we get through it. But chapter 1, far left right here, the half of this is the chapter 1, which is the Revelation. Chapter 2 is the orange area, orange side, and that one's called the Awakening. And chapter 3 that we're going into is called the Revolution. And then chapter 4 is the Rebuild. Chapter 5 is the Final Exam. So these have been named for years, and it's kind of crazy that we're going into the Awakening, from the Awakening into the Revolution. That's going to be the chapter we're about to live through for the next 2.5 years. Starting this July is when I'll be completed with this one. So, or no, well, I'll be completed in August with chapter 2, and we'll be already moved into chapter 3. So we'll see how the story goes, but it's interesting how this is mapping it out as we're going, just as a visual statement. But they all have their own story as well. So if you want to read what each one of these mean, you can find them on the website. Just go under Vines, or there's a search tab. You can search for the names however you need. So I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you guys in a little while.